So I just want to know your experiences of the protests in 2013 in Brazil.
Yeah, last year I went twice.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in the first it's just a small manifest, 1,000 people, I guess.
Oh, that's really small.
And the second one was too big, like 30,000 people, I guess.
That's a lot for Cuiabá.
A lot, yes. When we was moving on, the people play paper cutting in the buildings. When
What?
You feel like
não, quando a gente estava passando na Avenida Industrial, o pessoal estava jogando papel picado.
What's papel picado? Fire paper?
no, it's like small piece of paper.
Yes.
Oh,
Like in Carnival and yeah.
By the window.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
but like thousands.
Yes. It was really awesome.
And I can ask you.
Não, tô perguntando o que mais.
No, I have a question for you. Why was there a protest in Brazil? I mean, if you or anyone who wants to answer, why were you? What was it about?
The price of the bus.
Yeah. It was one of the
It's about
starters.
everything.
But the first thing was this.
Deve 20 centavos.
Ah,
É, a gota
It was a drip of
Okay.
water. It was
Yeah.
drip.
It's like there were many things happening for the last years, and people were through internet. People were getting more conscious of what were happening in the political scene in Brazil. So like when they had a chance, they just like there were a problem with the bus tax,
Yeah.
passes, whatever.
Bus
And-
stops. Yeah.
yeah, it was like got higher, and people used it to protest not only about it, but about everything that was happening, corruption.
It was like a trigger.
Yeah, it was a trigger. It was the excuse to go out to the streets and do things. But like, I don't know. It sounds like people were not really moved because of this political conscience. Most of them, actually. It's like mass movements, and people just see people going out and they just follow them. You know? Why are you here? I don't know. I'm just going with the flow.
yeah.
It's a party in the street.
Yeah.
Big event.
And then the movement loses its consistency because people don't know what they are actually
What
fighting
it's for.
They know what's happening and they have conscience of the political problems, but they don't actually are fighting for it. They are like just going with the flow, a mass movement. So it
Yeah.
loses the conscience of
I don't think I
No?
did. No.
What is your opinion?
I think there was many people that think like that. I will go just because a lot of people are going, but a lot of people, more than
The majority. The majority.
people go because they want to
Fight.
yes, they want to fight for their causes, I think, because they want more healthy, more things. They want the price of the bus be lower. They have a lot of things they were wanting to. They went in the protest with
Cartaz.
Yeah.
a paper they
my gosh, how am I forgetting? It's not a billboard. It's like a placard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use that.
I like
My mom loves making them.
that.
She makes my mom emailed me today and she's like, I have made this really kind of crazy one. It's about Palestine and Israel. And they called me and they want to put it on the internet. But it's like very, it's like a flag with red paint on it. Sorry.
Just that. Finish.
Cool. Lucas, I really would love your opinion. Have you heard about the protests that are going to happen?
Yeah, mas eu concordo mais com o Daniel. Daniel, né?
He's like, I'm here to flow. I don't know what to talk. What do you think of the elections? Lucas, is Dilma going to win? Dilma! No.
It's
Why not?
dangerous.
She's not going to win.
I don't think so. The mass of the people live in the rural
Countryside. Rural area.
area. They have more influence in this area for Dilma.
For Dilma.
Because teve Bolsa
The
Família.
Bolsa Família like you.
There are people in there who don't work anymore just to receive the money.
It's a good life.
It's a good life.
It's a good life. We should be doing that. Why are we working?
E aí, so they why change this? They will continue voting Dilma and continue their good life.
So it's been the same. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just this.
It's been the same political party for many years, right?
Yeah, it's
How many years?
12 years now since Lula. Yeah, 8 years with Lula and 4 more.
Quase 14.
12 years.
12 years. In America, we have the Republicans and Democrats. They're the main two. For me, they're very similar. They have some differences, but to me, they like fighting. They like fighting. All political groups love fighting.
Yeah, like in Brazil, we have lots of political
How many?
parties. I don't know, we have about over 60 political
60.
parties. Yeah, it's a lot. It's really a lot.
The left and
But
right.
like, they work together, so like they have 10 or 12 political parties that go together and help each other during the elections and during the time they are in the government. So it's like having a few political parties.
Because they all work together.
Yeah, it actually works as a few political parties. And when they get to the power, when they get elected, they all act the same way. It's it's like Republicans and Democrats thinking the same thing, working the same way, and talking the same things. We don't have much difference here, I think.
You just have a lot more parties.
Yeah,
It appears.
that makes confusing, and that makes easier to have corruption during the elections because they have some really troublesome system to elect people.
How does your like in America we use ballots where we go to a machine and we put a paper inside where we put marks on the paper. How do you vote in Brazil? I'm curious.
Numa machine qualquer
We
daquela.
have some kind of machine. When
Technology, something.
Yes. Urna eletrônica que a gente chama.
yes.
What's
the,
it called?
The name of machine is urna eletrônica.
Ordem electronica.
Urna.
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 Does it sometimes vote like one person presses and like 2,000 counts? Does anyone understand what I'm
have
saying?
that kind of problem in the United States, right?
Yeah, we
don't
have.
have that kind of problem.
We have problems in America where votes all of a sudden disappear.
Well, we may
Because-
have that here, but people don't talk about it. It's like when you go on about problems with technology, the government just says, "Don't worry, our system is safe.
The
There's no need to worry. There's no way for people to break in. Hackers cannot go and do stuff like that." But people, the voters, don't have a way to control that. Like there is one group that controls all the votes, and no one else can know what they're doing. It's like that.
It's a good mafia.
Yeah.
I want to get in. It sounds like a good business.
It actually is so secret that it's easy to change the.
and other countries don't agree with this mode of
Really,
yes.
this way of because no accountability.
I think it's about this problem, the directing the system.
The government passed images
Images
images.
for advertising.
The Union Electronic is the more secure system we have
More
to
practical.
be more practical to elections. Is the more faster. We one day for everybody, tipo, já no final do dia já tem
You know who won?
who won.
Yeah.
It's
4
just
hours.
one day.
It's fast.
It's like
For
like-
what?
It's really
Brazilian
fast.
system of voting is very safe. However, last year we got spied by the United States, so I don't know.
Yes.
It's like
Imagine he
we
passes.
chose Dilma,
the
like
more safe.
Obama or us. It's really hard. You know, the technology.
It's complicated.
Technology. Yeah, I mean, we in America we use technology for a lot of like spying type things. There's something called and other things also. There's something called the Patriot Act. Have you heard of the Patriot Act? It's like after we had the terrorism at the World Trade Center, we made a law where people don't have as much individual rights. You know, like rights that you have, I think in Brazil, is a policeman can't come up to you and say, "Hey, let me, see what you have on you." Is that a law in Brazil? Can people just come and
They can. They don't do it, but they can.
they can? Anyway, so this law was Patriot Act was allowing for the government to spy on people on the phone, basically to stop terrorism.
It's legal.
Yeah.
It's fine, everyone.
Yeah, it became legal because what happened was if you say something is for national security, it's basically, there's two ways of talking about it. You could call it spying, or you could talk about it securing national security, keeping the country safe. Because, maybe out of the thousands of people that they
excuse.
listen to, some might be terrorists, but a lot of people were protesting about like this type of situation, and it seems that it even affected Brazil. I don't know. Do you know what we were spying Brazil about? Does anyone know? I didn't really read a lot about it.
It was. They were spying actually on the. We have a national security agency like
Okay. CIA.
CIA or
Right.
FBI. I don't know. I don't know what they do. People don't know it even exists, and I really don't know. People don't even know it exists actually. So I don't know what they do.
So we were spying on.
This national security system.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the big begin, I guess, of this year, a law was created.
Was created.
Was created
About what?
about the internet and all the things we do in internet.
Yeah. What's the law about?
Let me try to explain this. Is all you do in the internet
Right.
will be saved.
Saved.
Yes,
Really?
really. The Marco,
Órgão regulatório da internet.
this is it.
And
all the
I'm
things
not
that
sure.
you do in 1 year we will be saved.
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 Saved. Okay.
Saved. Imitate.
Saved.
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 Saved. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yes. Mas tem
It's
isso.
really, really safe. It's like, from what I saw, it's like they are trying to regulate some internet services.
For terrorism or for what?
No, like for everything. Brazil did like, yeah, it's like monitoring what people do,
Right.
what people search, and like finding some possible streets like danger.
Tricks.
Streets, like THREATS. Streets.
Threats.
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 Got you.
I forgot what
Sorry.
it was. No, my bad. And also like services, like who can sell internet, who can buy internet, and what are the rights of the consumer, and what are
Yes.
the
But
Like-
not just that.
not only that, yeah.
Yeah, it's
They have changed a
beautiful,
lot, But at first they were trying to regulate everything, like you wouldn't be able to create a blog.
What?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Like the great thing about internet is people can
Express
express themselves.
freely.
It's one way for them to, get their voice heard by everybody, and they were trying to regulate that.
This was after the protests or during the
Yeah.
protests?
Yeah, it was after the protest.
I think they were afraid.
Well, it was after American spying as well.
Uh-huh.
And we have had a lot of cyber crimes.
Really?
Like crimes in the internet. Not only people stealing money and things like that, but also like racism,
Yeah, racism.
bullying in the internet and things like that. So it's one thing they were trying to regulate too. I don't know if it's gonna work.
It's gonna work the way the police works here.
If any other thing we have in Brazil, other country does not have
This.
this mark of internet.
Yeah.
Brazil is trying to regulate.
Brazilians things
They're
again.
trying, a lot
Well,
of
China
jeitinho.
does and North Korea does.
Nossa, comparar a gente com o
Ultimate comparison.
Mas que o nosso não. O nosso tá.
You know, I think part of it is, I was talking about it yesterday with the interviewer. You have the reality of Brazil in the country, and you have the reality that people perceive outside. These are
Yes.
two realities. And I think the government is trying as best as it can to keep the reality that's inside,
It's nice.
and the reality that if Brazil appears on the outside, to keep looking like that. This is what I experience.
This is it, really.
But I think your government does a good job.
Doing that.
I think they're really good at it. I really
Propaganda.
no, I really do, because like if you think about the World Cup, all these people who are going to come. I don't think they know exactly what Brazil is about. And I think Brazil has so many beautiful things. It has so many things that they're working on developing. But I don't think, in my opinion, I mean, I'm interested in the world, but I didn't know about Brazil until I came here and I started living and meeting you guys and meeting other people.
But that's a problem we have everywhere. Like when I went to United States, we have totally different view of reality.
What was
It's
your
like-
view of it?
The average view the Brazilian has about Americans is every American is rich, every American lives well,
Oh,
Everything is
American
beautiful
is
there.
nice.
really?
Yeah.
Everything-
We have poor people.
It's like people don't have fences around their house, so that must be very safe. They don't have crime in the United States. They live well. They get a lot of money. They like everyone is happy. Families are nice, just like in the movies.
More or less.
Like, and when I went there, I
Yeah.
saw it's some things are right, but some are not. It's and like I believe some other places are like that as well. Like if I go to Europe, I will have a view for different there. It's really hard to know a place when you have never been there.
Yes,
Sure.
but in Brazil, the whole thing is worse, I guess.
The extremes of what we're talking about, how it looks and how it is.
And the tax of crimes in Brazil is really high.
They're one of the highest homicide.
Yeah. But the
Homicide
government
and
don't
kill.
say that to foreigners.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because they want tourism that brings money. If you told tourists, hey, the likelihood of getting killed is 85 and I think like 100,000 or whatever it is, the percentage, that would not be what you want to have on your slogan of like Rio or something.
Eu tava vendo também que latrocínio foi termo criado aqui no Brasil.
Do you know latrocínio?
Latrocínio?
Latrocínio.
What does that mean?
Steal, and after this, death.
You
Oh.
steal the person and then kill.
Yes.
Oh, so you kidnap?
No.
No.
No. It's like when people go to you in the street and say like, give me your cell phone,
Right?
and then they shot at you after you give them.
That started here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they just kill for fun, or is there a reason that they kill? Or it's something a little different than American crime.
Well,
Protect yourself, maybe. Just some people try to protest with this steal.
Yeah, it's. I believe it's all started as political crimes.
Really?
Like I want to get rid of one person, but I don't want to be a suspect. So I make it as if it were some. I was trying to steal and he tried to
Yeah.
run and I shot him.
But this is a
And
type
then you
of
hide the real reason.
right. But isn't this type of crime between small? What you're talking about, this latrocino, is about crimes between small criminals.
No, it's a big
No.
crime.
Oh, it's big criminals. Ah, okay. I understand. All right, that makes sense.
Big.
Oh, he fell
And then
down
it
the
got
stairs.
copper. Yeah, it's like that. And then it got caught. For some, I don't know.
Interesting. I'll try not to get involved
Yeah.
with any Cuiabá gangs.
Seria meio estranho você numa gangue.
Huh?
Você numa gangue seria.
No, I'm too friendly. Yeah, but yeah. I think my experience is it might be the opposite between Brazil and America. I don't know. Well, anyway, that crime occurs in certain areas, like in New York. Certain areas I know I don't go to because I know that they're going to be more dangerous, right?
Of course.
But it seems that here you might have that as well, where certain areas are dangerous. But you also have crime can potentially be anywhere. Like it could be in Boa Esperança. It could be in Bom Jardim,
Yes.
you know.
All the
Bom
places
Italia.
can be dangerous.
Yeah, which is a different mentality for me, because the way I think about it, I don't know what your experience with the U.S. was, is that there's certain areas that are dangerous, there's certain that are questionable, and there's some that are safe.
Yeah, like
That's my
Yes.
experience.
the place I was living,
Yeah.
small town, it was perfectly safe. And when I went to Maryland and Washington D.C.,
Yeah,
it
Washington.
was it was dangerous. People were always telling me to take care and be careful and things like that. But where I live, the small town, it's like the truck was left open with the keys on it,
They don't lock the doors
they
there.
don't lock the doors.
They don't lock doors in that area of America.
You know, it's like one time the post officer there,
Post off. Oh yeah, the mailman.
the mailman, had a delivery to make, and it was raining, and there was no one in the house to receive. So he went and opened the front door and put it in the table and left. It's like that. It's really amazing.
That's pretty incredible. It was a very small
It's
town.
like
right?
Canada.
Yeah, Canada also very safe. Small town America is
It's like that, yeah.
wow. I had another question I was going to ask you. Since it's coming up in 2 months, and stop it and start it again. You can start.